truly does hurt to go live early. Never has, never will be.
Publishing a new college football game next year, and we are evaluating our plan for the future of the franchise. This is as profoundly disappointing to the people who make this game as
Carolina, California.
Did my stream even turn on? Now we gotta sit here and ponder for a second. Did my stream even turn on? I can't even see it. With all good consciousness, I can't even see if it turned on. Maybe it did. Maybe it did. Not even certain. Hello? Oh, maybe it did. I just can't seem to see it because I guess. Not even certain. Oh, hello? There it is. There it is. There it is. Now I see it. Yay. Ruined my whole bit. Let me just do this real quick. That thumbnail is wild. Hey, listen. Hey, first of all, shut up. We need to get that out the way. Shut it up. I'm not here for the dilly or the dally. Now that I know that I'm actually live, now we could see while you losers have all these things you gotta complain about, I'm living the good life. I'm living a great good life because I have something that matters to me again. After all this time living in this cesspool of earth with the rest of you lot. Life finally contributes to meaning again, and I couldn't be happier. That was loud as hell. Good! Let you finally know what it feels to have genuine emotion in this world. While you and the rest of this lot run around and complain about how everything's woke, and oh my god, the Assassin's Creed franchise is ruined. Oh my god, the Assassin's Creed franchise is so ruined. Oh my god. No! Boo-hoo! We got NCAA. Yeah, it's called College Football 25. That don't matter. Now I have something to listen to for the last 2 hours of work. I mean, that depends on if this goes 2 hours. This could go 30 seconds. As far as I'm concerned, that's a lie because it's been like 4 minutes. So, how are you all? How are you guys doing? I have not streamed on this channel in quite a while. And I say quite a while, but has it really been that long since the last stream? I feel like it's been like, what, 2 days? I feel like it's just been like 2 days. 2 days ain't that. Has it been 2 days? I have no idea because I've just been, just vibing. How long? I gotta see how long has it been before I lose my mind and get started. I just gotta see how long has it been since the last time I've blessed you. It's only been 2 days. Yeah, I'll be all right. Dreading exams. Exams should be over with. We in the middle of May. Everybody graduating. Literally, you are about to see a bunch of videos from people in regards to Joe Biden doing a commencement speech at Morehouse. Expect all that throughout the day. Did you stream yesterday on Twitch? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. That's your problem if you missed it. But here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Not really gonna dilly on your dallies for too much. I just wanted to celebrate the fact that, because I don't think I did it here. I did it on Twitch, but I don't think I did it here. NCAA is coming back, man. And listen, Madden, the EA might ruin it. I'm not even gonna lie to you. EA truly might ruin the shit. Motherfuckers in California still got 3. Sucks to suck, huh, loser? But. Let us not waste too much of our intrinsic time together because there's a lot we must. Not really a lot. This is one thing that I want to sink my teeth into because I saw it 3 hours ago. You could imagine it pissed someone like Lil old Leon off, because I am one who never really likes when people parade around dead bodies. I view it as scummy, especially when you don't even use it to make any valid point. You just use it to bitch or somehow get something you want. Like, for example, the woman who used a dead woman to try to get a PS5. Like the woman who used a dead woman to try to get a PS5. Matter of fact, let me put some extra spice on it. The black woman who decided to use a dead black woman to get a PS5. I'm pretty sure we all remember that if you've been knowing me for any length of time. But before I sink my teeth into the verbal lashings that I will give, I'm going to pay respects. Because if you remember, the voice actor who got into all that controversy for the tweets that they, or the community post that they put out about being tricked and transphobia of Dead by Daylight voice acting, that person passed away. Remembering Zoe Alexandria, like many in our community, we're deeply saddened to learn that the unknown voice actress' death, that the unknown voice actress Zoe Alexandria has passed away. We welcome her into our world and her talent shone brightly through her performance. Our thoughts are with her loved ones in this difficult time. Simple, clear cut, to the point. One must be able to show respect to the individual. And this person, 2 weeks ago, I think she passed away recently, 2 weeks ago, provided an illness update statement. Over 2 months ago, I decided to permanently stop treatment for my autoimmune illness. The side effects were absolutely horrendous, and the treatments only provided a temporary fix that has to be administered again and again and again for the rest of my life to stall the illness, which isn't a cure. There is no long-term cure. I'm very, very sick. Things have progressed fast. I'm wheelchair or bedbound most of my time. I had 16 seizures yesterday and over 30 stiff person attacks. The main thing I've learned is that life is too precious to focus on things beyond those you love and those who love you. Love is always and always has been the answer. Jesus, our Lord and Savior, taught us this. I have failed numerous times at acting Christ-like and sharing my faith through my actions. I'm sorry I wasn't a better example. Know now that Christ is and always has been the answer, not the church. Church is not inside your building walls. It is you alone with your Creator. Those of you, sorry, something popped up on my phone. For those of you wondering, we nailed everything down a while ago. I have a GAD 65 base non-paraneoplastic limbic autoimmune encephalitis. If I butchered that, I'm sorry. And GAD 65, I know for certain I butchered that. Base stiff person syndrome indicated in my latest blood test. My autoimmune markers are off the charts. Please know you are loved and valued. The God who made you loves you unconditionally. Things will get better. I don't know if this was the last public statement made by this person, or if there was maybe some tweets or Instagram posts, stories and the like. But I'm sad that they're no longer on this earth. And even though I disagree with the statements that this person put out that led to a bunch of controversy, that does not warrant me wishing for demise. I never truly understand how there's some individuals out there who will be like, we disagree. I am now glad you are no longer on this earth. You're weird. I will view you as weird. I'm not going to speak to you like a terminally online person and call you based. I'm going to call you weird. A trans person who loves Christ and dislikes the church? Well, if you stop peering online, you'll find out that there are many transgenders who are just like that. But because we seemingly only want to group everybody based off of the stupid shit we see, instead of just looking at the stupid shit we see from one person and saying, hey, one person, you're a dumb fuck. Yeah, that's the soapbox we tend to lose ourselves. Leon, there's only 2 genders. I don't know why you're telling me that. Did I say that there were 50? Did I say that there were 3? I believe I said nothing of the sort that warrants that type of response. Please find a safe space because this is not yours. I will drastically piss you off some way, somehow. But you know what? I'm a little bit sad they're no longer on this earth. And just because we wouldn't agree with each other on course of action as it pertains to being hired for a job and not really realizing what the job will entail, does not mean I would want you to no longer be on this earth. However, I do despise a collection of people who like to proudly puff out their chest without truly knowing anything. Did he video apology drop? I don't care. He's not going to jail. He can say sorry for whatever he wants. He's not going to jail. I think the LAPD came out and said, because this is like years old, he's not going to jail for this. So I don't care. Like, oh my God, he beat her. And you know what? Sad that it occurred. But if this motherfucker not going to jail, I don't care. Like, real rap. Holla at me when they arrest him for it. Like, holla at me when they book his ass for that shit. If y'all just talking about it for the sake of, oh my God, how could this have happened? Oh my God. Oh, wow. Like, I don't care. It is a great man. Y'all just want to take a black man down? Sure, Jan. I will say though, W troll, but sure, Jan. I appreciate your level. I appreciate the dedication you have to the cause, but sure, Jan. And maybe if I'm enticed, I'll look at Diddy's apology video. Is it? I don't even care. I don't even care. When Diddy goes to jail, that's when I'll care. When Diddy goes to jail, I'll truly sit here and say, you know what? Sure. With W troll though. Like W troll. But what was I saying? I despise the collection of people who truly go the route of let me think piece my way around a subject because I hate a certain demographic and I won't look at any information possible that will further prove or at least show an example as to why something occurred. This video came out 3 hours ago from Xander Hall, an individual who I only know of in passing because he looks very unwell. He looks malnourished. He looks sick. He looks like somebody needs to give him a wet nap along with various fucking points of reference to a medical facility. And hold on, because the Dead by Daylight music is playing, and I don't need that playing like loudly. I don't need that playing too loudly. I just need that like slightly there. He put this video out 3 hours ago, and I would guess that this is coming from like a live stream because I watched, I'd say about 70% of it, and then I just turned the shit off because I knew if I kept watching it, I was going to develop the rage necessary to kick myself in the foot. And what I got from this video so far, maybe he somehow course corrects, but what I got from this fucking video is, oh my God, the transphobes bullied this person. How come nobody on the left came to help them? And as I'm watching it, I'm noticing a very key detail about little old Xander Hall. There's a lack of information as to why a bunch of people was on Zoe's ass. There was a significant amount of ignorance as to why people were on her ass. But you know what? Maybe you don't believe me. So, for the sake of conversation, let you hear Xander Hall.
Okay, so everyone, I'm wondering if you guys have ever heard of a game called
Zanny Mac. Oh God, now we got the fucking narc here. Okay, happy you're here, or sad that this is your life for some reason. Chris, did you see this? Like, I don't even know what you know about this because you this is not your expertise. You don't deal in transphobia like I do. You more so just fixate on like one trans person and that's it. Do you know about this, Chris? This man is sitting here to parade around a trans person Because I'm about to die the worst way possible. He's parading around a dead trans person. He looks like he has... Oh, God. I'm not reading that. But you have fun with that comment.
Dead by Daylight. It's pretty popular.
Oh, I forgot. I gotta skip some of this because he just goes over the trailer. Like, he spends the first 3 minutes going over the fucking trailer. Why does he look 30 all of a sudden? Eat burgers? Listen, I don't know how old he is. Leon or Chris, how do you make your pancakes? On a griddle.
And there's a big roster of killers you can pick from, and many of them are like crossover characters now from like very popular franchises. And this entity, this all-powerful entity, has captured a bunch of famous killers throughout like the multiverse, I fucking guess, and has also kidnapped a bunch of survivors and placed them in this sort of arena. There is a lot of coverage, there's a lot of hiding places, and there's only one way to, well, there's a couple ways to escape. And one of those ways, the primary way, is to activate 3 or 4 generators. Yeah, like Ash Williams is one of the survivors.
Oh my God. Who you mean to tell me that his entire audience doesn't know about Dead by Daylight? A fucking video game where you're running from a killer. That's all you gotta explain. I thought it was the first 3 minutes.
Or dementia? What is happening? Yeah, Bill is a playable character, and that's not pulled from like another piece of media. The killer in question.
Oh, here we go. Finally.
The Unknown. Now, the Unknown is actually not this horrific creature that you see here.
It is.
The Unknown is...
It is this horrific creature. It's an amalgamation of a bunch of different fucking creatures. It kills one and turns into something else. It is a creature.
Sort of a possessing monster.
It is on 1.2 speed, and he's still sitting here sounding like this. Fuck off.
Crawls into the skin of a person and then twists and contorts it into something that looks like this. These are all actually the bodies of different survivors in the game.
Yes.
That the entity, the Unknown...
Off to a good start. Great job describing this.
Sorry, has crawled inside of and twisted into this. The actual monster is unknown, but we always see it inhabiting the corpse, the twisted corpse of one of the survivors. That's kind of been hollowed out as well by the looks of it, right? Pretty horrifying design. However, here's the thing. The voice actress who was hired to voice the Unknown, mind you, the Unknown does a lot of different voices, both like in the body of like one of the female survivors does like a more feminine monster voice.
They better have Road to Glory. They are. They do have Road to Glory. Because I know you're talking about NCAA. They do have Road to Glory. Road to Glory is most definitely in the game. Fear not, all my true in loved fucking fans of NCAA. Road to Glory is in the game.
While in the body of like one of the male survivors does a more masculine monster voice, the devs decided it would be best to hire a trans woman to do the voice acting. Kind of makes sense, you know, probably have more vocal range too. I think trans people are generally known to be pretty good voice actors and actresses due to like the vocal training aspect of things being more common, and so there's more vocal range, and that's just useful. Like I believe the Scarab, for a good idea of that kind of vocal range, the Scarab from Fiona and Cake, the villain in Fiona and Cake, voiced by a trans woman, I believe, if I recall correctly. Unfortunately,
I apologize. In the middle of me watching this shit, I forgot this motherfucker knows how to segue the fuck out of something without explaining shit. God damn it.
Unfortunately, this wasn't taken as like a W. Like this should be a case of like, oh, this is a popular beloved game, and a trans voice actress got the job to voice the new killer. That's cool, right? Like they got the cool new voice acting job for...
I wouldn't see this as a W. I would just be like, oh, congratulations. Good for you. You got hired to do a job. Happy for you. This is not a transgender W. This is not a W for all of the trans community. This is a W for one person, I would argue, and one person only. Oh, my God. This is a W for one person and one person only.
Trans person in the gaming industry. That's important, right?
I missed the beginning of the stream. What do you mean? This is the beginning of the stream. The stream is 20... This stream has been 20 minutes. This stream has been 20 minutes. This is the beginning of the stream. But since you want Cliff Notes so bad, motherfucker is parading around a dead woman because, oh my God, we gotta fucking fixate on the transphobes and how mean they were without realizing the context as to why they got here.
Right? Well, the reaction from both the left and the right, mostly the negative reaction was from the right, but there was still a reaction from the left that was a bit negative, was along the lines of this. You've got this account that said, new Dead by Daylight killer is a deformed freak in a skirt. No, it's not. The killer is all of the skins in the game, including the female ones, but twisted and contorted into a monster. Because that's what it does. It like...
Hi, Leon. How's it going? You're gonna see me lose my mind in a second.
Climbs into their corpse and then like turns it into one of these. But okay, this person doesn't know what they're talking about already. Cool.
You also don't know what you're talking about, but I'm gonna let you keep talking.
Voiced
I'm
by
gonna let you
trans
keep
voice
talking.
Actress, what in the ever-living heck, censored heck, because that's the kind of person this is, did the devs mean by this? Very quickly, the online left blew up about it, and right-wingers, right-wing trolls who basically thrive in upsetting progressive people online and minorities online and getting a reaction out of it, their response was naturally to feed into it heavy. Because if there are people online saying they think this is transphobic and are offended by it, what better thing to do than to lean fully into it and gloat about it? So conservatives quickly began harassing the VA, posting like this image, usually in her replies and stuff.
Let's stop right there. How many of you possibly remember when I made a video about this? Do you remember how this started? Do you remember what spearheaded this conversation? Do you remember how it began? It began not as, oh my God, let's own the libs, because we took a screenshot of a fucking cosmetic of a creature. It started because Miss Thing, Miss Zoe Alexander, decided to let the world know that she has a unique problem with it. And you know, let's sit here and read it from the horse's mouth. Zoe Alexander, the same person who gave you the update on her medical, you know, let's read it, for Christ's sake. Regarding my recent viral witch hanging, I voiced the character The Unknown in Dead by Daylight. At the time of voicing, it was a great experience. I was sold at the time I was voicing a character that there was no model and that the creature was supposed to be amorphous. They had no model design before I recorded my lines, so it's my assumption that the design team took my medical history and my ability to use multiple voices as an opportunity to create character models that encapsulated my medical history as trans and capitalize on catering to the trans community. I was tricked into voicing a stereotype. Since yesterday, I have been virally harassed for being trans by thousands of people since yesterday. Many folks in the trans community are up in arms over this, and rightfully so. I feel that reparations... Let me say that one more time. I feel that reparations from the team that deliberately tricked me is the only logical next choice of action. I am so upset, so infuriated that the people are comparing trans people to these clearly transphobic character skins. If I had any ideas of the fallout that would happen after simply voicing a character, I never would have had done it in the first place. Let me personally apologize to anybody who has been a victim of transphobia due to this release. Please know you are loved. Know that you are valid. As for me, I am not okay. This has ruined my reputation and has put me physically at risk for being attacked in public. If anybody recognizes my face or voice, there were no diversity consultants on this project. The company knew that making a stereotypical man in a dress as a character and having a trans voice actress voice it would bring lots of money and people back to the game. I'm not dumb. I know how marketing works. This seems to be a huge ploy, and the trans community, along with myself, were the victims. Do we remember that it wasn't a trans character? It was just a motherfucker who could turn into different people. And the voice actor blew it out of proportion, calling it transphobia. And wanting reparations. First of all, racist. How could you want reparations? I don't have reparations. So how are you gonna get reparations before me? Maybe there's a little bit of that white supremacy going around. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Might be a little bit of white supremacy. And I will not stand for a white supremacist getting reparations before me, the true Afro-American victim. You know what I'm saying? It's always about money. Yeah, well, you know. Sometimes you gotta cry about money to make money. By the way, like the stream, you know?
Also, stop hiring black people to make Mexican food. Would you trust a white person to make you Chinese food?
They always, first of all, would you? But second, thanks for the $1.99. They always want money. F you, pay me, Childish Gambino. You know what I'm saying? Get reparations for my nigga Leon. You know what I'm saying? Leon sent me a transphobic edit of Kefus. I sure did. Would you all like to see it? I stole this from Twitter, so it isn't even mine. I just stole it from Twitter. But Chris made sure to run with it, and he posted that for certain. He posted that with great glory, you transphobe. We got to do something about this transphobia, man. You got to do something about that shit, man. But yes, give me reparations. Pin comment. You can give me the reparations now. Oh, go. Or you could super chat. Or if you really want to give me reparations, like the stream, share the stream. You know what I'm saying? That's the true way you could give me reparations. Unknowingly, you all have been giving me reparations since 2019. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Sexual innuendo is possible. But class, this was not transphobia. This was somebody who has the ability to voice multiple people in different ways being hired for a job, and then somehow a dumbass put the cosmetic in a skirt, or put the character in a cosmetic that has a skirt, and said, oh wow, look, transgenders are being accurately represented. And then everybody blew it out of proportion. Everybody. And it got worse when the voice actor blew it out of proportion. But if I'm going to give them any form of credit, apparently this was their official Twitter account. They came out and said also, there's been a recent misunderstanding. Anybody that thinks the skins are going away is not in the loop. Behavior is allegedly aware of the mass transphobic remarks and memes being made, and the gaming community is not a reflection of the game developers. I wasn't kept in the loop with what the character's final look would be. I was given an ambiguous description of the part, and even though I tried my best to find out more, continually asked for more information, that wasn't possible. This is why I was upset. The skins themselves were never the issue. Lack of communication was. Please stop boycotting behavior. They are not transphobic. It's wrong to take bits of info and jump to your own conclusions. Ding, 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 ding. Behavior is a good company and has been nothing but kind and supporting through this tough process, receiving mass harassment for my involvement in the character. Leave it alone. That's the voice actor telling you, you know what, they got it wrong, but, you know, a lack of communication was there, and it would have been better to communicate this a little bit more. Ignorant for them to call it transphobia in the beginning, but you know what? It's great on them that they went in and said, fuck it, I'm correcting this record because that's not how this went down. Good on them. I'm fucking happy that this played out like that. Somebody should have told Xanderhall that this was something that occurred 2 months ago. Because when old Zanny Wanny got his nooks in a bunch about this, I'm not reading what you're saying, Nintendo. I just read your full name. And you know what? Props to you for coming up with a drastically charismatic style name. I'll say that. I'll say it's drastically charismatic. Hold on a second. Hold on. One second. Oy. Sorry, I went to get me some ice cream. Do y'all know the ice cream truck still goes around? I was just sitting and I heard the music and I told myself, either I'm about to get kidnapped or I'm about to give me a ice cream sound. And I got a fucking ice cream sandwich that day. I most certainly did. That quote reminds me of what the losing side leaders told them at the end of the brutal conflict in the 1800s. But this is the thing. At least that Zoe said, you know what? Please stop attacking the game developers, because guess what? There were some dumbasses going at the game developers because they, in their minds, see trans people everywhere. And you allowed a motherfucker via Twitter and Zoe to sit there and fan flames that weren't even lit. Y'all are morons. So what are they crying about today? Well, not so much they. It's more so him. That white guy you see there in the corner over there. He, in this video, wanted to somehow speak about the lack of help and support not given to the fucking transgender who was voicing a character in a video game. That person is no longer on this earth. And so now's the perfect time to start talking about, of course, the evil right-wingers.
Meanwhile, the left online was harassing the dev team and like the studio with claims that this is transphobic because all they've seen of this killer is this one screenshot from this
and the voice actor
massively viral tweet. But here's where the really sad part of the story kicks in. Literally a week ago, this news came out, I believe. No, a little more than a week ago, my bad. About a week after that drama, this news hits. Trans Dead by Daylight voice actress Zoe Alexandria, the voice actress of The Unknown, dies at age 29. She died about 10 days ago.
Yes.
Less than 10 days ago.
May she rest in peace.
Alexandria reportedly died in Chicago last week, the 30th of April, after a battle with a form of encephalitis and inflammation of the brain. She was best known for voicing the killer, The Unknown.
Of course, it's a white knight. What's sad is that motherfucker sucks at being a white knight. This is the worst white knight I've ever fucking seen.
In video game Dead by Daylight. Alexandria's death was announced in a public legacy obituary on Saturday, the 4th of May, and later shared by the Dead by Daylight team in a post on X/Twitter. Like many in our community, we're deeply saddened to learn that The Unknown's voice actress, Zoe Alexandria, has passed away, the post reads. We welcomed her into our world, and her talent shone brightly through her performance. According to a post on her YouTube channel, Alexandria chose to stop treatment for her illness, which was made worse by other conditions. In March, saying the effects were absolutely horrendous. She went on to say, I'm very sick. Very, very sick. Things are progressing fast. I'm wheelchair or bedbound most of the time. I had 16 seizures yesterday, and over 30...
We just read that. Skip!
Yeah. So, what really upsets me about all this is that she got made...
Are you all ready to know what really upsets him? Are you all ready to know what really upsets little old Xander Hall?
Be a week, 10 days of life on this earth, in which she got to be known as the voice actress of a character in a popular video game, like Dead by Daylight. And those 10 days, the last 10 to 2 days to 2 weeks of her life, were riddled with transphobic hate.
I'm sorry. Wait one fucking second. Because I watched a good portion of this video, and it made me say, you know what? Turn the stream on. Let me hear that again, good sir. How long did she have to enjoy this?
She got maybe a week, 10 days of life on this earth, in which she got to be known as the voice actress of a character.
10 days to a week. Let's see here. What's that say there at the bottom there? Oh, March! 2 months ago. She had about a month and some change. She had about a month and some change to be recognized as a voice actor in a video game. If not longer, depending on the layout and structure in which they were broadcasting this information. Do you see why I'm about to lose my mind when it comes to you motherfuckers on the internet who like talking very loudly, but you lack the core understanding about doing basic research? Why are you sitting here making this a segment on your stream and then posting this as a video if you're gonna fuck it up this bad? So what you're saying is he's a moron. Yes. A moron, an idiot, a knucklehead McSpazatron. Because how are you gonna sit here and, oh my God, this person was attacked and no one defended them, and you're fucking it up. You're fucking up the context of the story, and you're fucking up the amount of time people were excited about this, because this was going on for 2 months. He's using that new math. He's using that fucking transphobia white savior math. The shit that holds black people back. Disturbing and disgusting. And you know what? You know what pisses me off? If I read them fucking comments, it's just gonna be a bunch of fucking right-wing trap. Matter of fact, Sad to hear about her death. Hope her last moment. You know what? Not even bother. I don't care about the comments. I care about the motherfucker on the screen that made the video. Doing the, oh my God, look at the comments is the most bitch made shit anybody could do in terms of trying to prove a point. Fuck the comments. When motherfuckers sit here and tell me, look at your comments, they're nothing but racist. I don't care. Pay attention to what I said. I'm not interested in the motherfuckers in the comment section, even though I appreciate the support. Like the stream, by the way. The motherfuckers in the comments ain't got nothing to do with the motherfucker who made the video. Me. I don't care if the comments sit there, fuck right wingers. I don't give a fuck if the comments are like, you know what, rest in peace. I'm focused on the motherfucker fucking up the story in a hilariously annoying fucking way. Because it pisses me off that motherfuckers choose to be ignorant about shit for the sake of trying to look cool and virtue signal because how much you hate conservatives. Guess what? I hate them too. But you know what I'm not about to do? I'm not about to sit here and make someone's death about transphobes. Because it got nothing to do with it. She died from health issues. She didn't die because a transgender said, you know what? I hate a transgender in my video game. Rada rada. That ain't what fucking happened. So when you that brain dead, just know I view you as brain dead.
In a popular video game, like Dead by Daylight, and those 10 days, the last 10 to 2 days to 2 weeks of her life, were riddled with transphobic hate and no support from the online left of the trans community. Instead, the online left and the trans community that bothered to talk about it farmed clicks with misinformed posts about how somehow this was actually the devs being transphobic to her. Attacking the group that would go on to make the post, like, mourning her loss. Attacking them. Like, it literally, the left, the people on the left who cared to talk about this, weaponized it in order to increase their own clout.
Why did they? Because of their own ignorance. And because of, where is it? And because of Zoe. Is his voice sped up? Yes. It's on 1.5. So he's that annoying. He's that slow at speaking. Y'all gotta stop touching them vapes. Chris, stop touching them vapes or this is what you'll become. I want better for you. I know you're still here. I want better for you. I want better for your life. I want you to actually live long enough so that when we finally meet, I could kick your ass properly and not feel bad about it. I don't want to feel bad that I beat up some disease-ridden vape user. I want to feel proud knowing that I beat on a racist YouTuber named Chris the Narc. Did you? And then say, hold on, don't boycott anything. I was wondering why I'm hearing my voice. Wrong video.
And meanwhile, the right were attacking her, and she was provided no support by the community that you would think would have provided her a bunch of support. I'm sure.
First of all, why? What's the support? Oh my God, I'm here for you. I'll like your tweet saying, oh my God, I'm here for you. Let me like a tweet. Either I'm drunk or that's not support. Maybe it's because, you know, I'm not as terminally online as I thought I was. That liking a tweet or retweeting something really ain't support. And you still have not acknowledged part of the reason why people was on her ass. Because she sat there claiming she wanted reparations. And also claimed transphobia at the time and also walked it back. And also, she walked it back. It wasn't like, no, oh, well, clearly this is transphobia. I want reparations. Read. She walked it back. So arguably, I couldn't fucking care less. But when we got when we got the clear savant of journalism and journalistic integrity here, Xander Hall, which if that don't sound like a meth fucking substance, I don't know what truly does. When we got the beacon of hope for all transgenders and all, I guess, leftyism, known as known as fucking Xander Hall. God, I guess the transgenders are saved. When I sit here and say that I am the hero the transgender community needs, it isn't a bit. It's genuine seriousness. Because these are the motherfuckers doing, I guess, their damnedest to speak in support. And if this is support for them, fucking up information, claiming it's everybody else's fault, and then not actually getting the information right, no wonder. today's time. I'm not explaining it again. Somebody else do it.
Sure, she got support, but like the fact that posts like this post, it's cut off for some fucking reason, but this had 30,000 likes when I saw it. And I believe I saw like people falling for this as well. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, I didn't watch the video, but did Vosh fall for this? I think he covered this. I swear I saw a thumbnail, and it looked like, based on the thumbnail and title, he thought this was transphobic.
Yes, let's not watch any videos about it. Let's just go based off the thumbnail. Hooray! Hooray! Howdy toodly doodly, fresh meat to fruity. Let's not bother to hear anybody's discussion about this shit to see if they're smart or if they're slow. Let's instead just say, I'm going based off the thumbnail. Me going based off the thumbnail will be suffice enough to prove, dawg, clearly something's transphobic. Clearly this is bigoted. Clearly this is hurtful to somebody. I don't know who, but it's bigoted towards somebody. I couldn't possibly tell you who it's bigoted towards. Just know it's bigoted towards somebody because you know, it's sad. People expect me to be this. People think I'm this. At least I will hear somebody out. I won't just say, oh, I saw a video. And you know what? Clearly, there's transphobia. Let me hear you say the dumb shit. Then I could call you that. Xanderall has a habit of going out of his way to make shit all about right. It's political tribalism. Why can't you people just admit all sides suck? Like, what the fuck? Why can't we do that? The right sucks, the left sucks, the middle sucks. And they all suck. That is the objective fact. You know how I know this? Despite how much you motherfuckers like to stick to your sides, we all complain about the same shit. Political people not doing things to better communities. Political figures not doing things to support the country. Paying taxes. We all say the same shit. If they do their job, they won't have a job. Do you realize there are people for some reason picking a side based off of a video between two people in Congress arguing at each other about fake eyelashes and being bad built? And motherfuckers are saying, oh, well, that person's the more in the wrong. No, that person's more in the wrong. No, they're both in the wrong. But no, we can't, no.
There were no, he didn't? Okay, yeah. But there were a surprising amount of people on Twitter that I saw calling this transphobic, and it's like, dog. He was supportive of her. Well, I obviously was supportive of her. I'm talking about, like, do you know any content creators that fell for the idea that this was the design and that is transphobic? Because this is not
the voice actor. The voice actor thought it was transphobic. The voice actor let it be known that she wanted reparations. Should we look at it again? Do we need to look at it again? It says it right there. I am so upset, so infuriated that people are comparing trans people to these clearly transphobic character skins. Are you going to speak about the voice actor who also played a role in this? Nah.
Character's design. The character's design. This is one of the skins in the game, one of the survivors. And the Unknown has a character that looks like this, like a twisted, contorted, whatever, of every skin in the game of the survivors. I think you may have. It looked like that from the title. I didn't watch it. I just saw it in my. I saw it in my recommended. I was busy playing Rust.
Do you understand why I have such a lack of respect for people on the internet? Do you get it? Do you understand? Do you see? Like, so when I say all this shit, and people like Gothics call me an edgelord, or other motherfuckers say I'm too mean, do you understand I say this shit with clarity and the vision and the necessary standards to not sit here and just sound cool? I'm saying this because these motherfuckers are dumb. And they admit it, they say it, and people are like, oh my God, you're so awesome and cool, thanks for the information. Oh my God. Thank you for bringing forth all the necessary information. Oh my God, I'm so glad that I got this information from you. Transphobes, ree! My anus bleeds hearing you people try to make this shit sound smart.
I didn't watch it. I'm just curious. But yeah, like, what the fuck? Why? why do so many people in the online left focus on like farming likes on a website that's owned by a Nazi? Why is that more important to them than like combating right-wing messaging, for example?
Because you people are stupid. And it ain't. It's the righties too. Motherfuckers just go based off of nothing. When the actual information is right in front of your face, you choose to ignore it or you claim it's fake news. Do you understand that my video about what's the girl's name? The girl who got her head mushed on concrete? That's coming out tomorrow. Do you understand that there's going to be some people sitting here trying to straw man me? Talking about how it's not right for this to happen, choosing to ignore the words that I will say in the video, which is quite simply, if you start a fight, you gon' probably get your ass whooped if you don't handle it. Also, for the sake of the conversation, if you get into a fight the day before and you get suspended, why are you showing back up at school? That's not smart. That's not smart. Speaking of lack of respect, did you watch Mudahar's video on Kefus? You about 3 days late. That was already done. We already watched it in real time. You should probably subscribe to the streaming channel because that's where we did it, big baby.
I don't know. Zoe Alexandria's death comes just weeks after Dead by Daylight developer Behavior Interactive defended the highly talented voice artist from hideous attacks from online bigots after The Unknown made its in-game debut. Yeah, by the way, the studio was defending the voice actress from her...
I like how you just read that and you don't even acknowledge that you fucked this up. You said 10 days to a week. They gave you weeks. They gave you better verbiage and you still chose to ignore. Oh, but the developers were defending her. Good. They should have. Even though they should have also like slightly... maybe not even publicly, just like reach out to them and say, yo, this wasn't transphobic, buddy. We just didn't have this shit lined up. And guess what they did? And she even said a lack of communication was the problem. Oh, God.
Harassment. Meanwhile, there were people on the left attacking the studio, saying it must have been transphobic to hire her in the first place for that role. I'm sorry, can trans people just not play villainous or scary or monstrous roles in movies because it might be seen as transphobic? Because, like, it's okay if a cis person does it, because, like, yeah, like, you can't have a black person play a villain in a movie, because...
Yes, you can. Fuck people like you that are gonna sit... Fuck people like you and the weird for the people ass black people that somehow also want storytelling of black people. They want to see more black people in storytelling, but will somehow bitch, moan, groan, and complain once you get it, but the black person is a villain or is somehow the side character. It's people like you. You people suck. You people are a detriment to all things fun and entertaining because instead of looking at things and being entertained, you instead want to bitch. You instead want to moan. You instead want to groan. You instead want to lie about the information out there. Because it's better to do that instead of just, oh, I don't know, actually having the right shit said. You know?
There are stereotypes about black people being bad. Listen, there's a certain point in which you overcorrect for bigotry and you start doing bigotry. I know that sounds silly, but when it gets to the point where you start saying it's transphobic for trans people to be given voice roles of, like, a monster character that would exist regardless, but it wouldn't be a problem for a cis person to do it, like, when it's less transphobic to not give a job to a trans person, you've gone too far, okay? Like, yeah.
I am sub. I didn't get the notification. Well, skill issue.
Is it transphobic to give a trans person an important role? Tell that to Jinx Monsoon. Jinx Monsoon is actually one of the, like, I'm not really, like, knowledgeable about, like, drag culture.
I've read the chat and the title and I'm still confused who I'm supposed to be mad at. You're supposed to be mad at the weird looking white guy. Or be mad at me, because, you know, it's Sunday and I'm taking up your Sunday morning. You people are supposed to be at church. You all are supposed to be at church worshiping Jesus. Have you heard of boy what? Nope. Guess what? Don't want to know.
Or anything like that, but I do know about Jinx Monsoon because one time I had one of her songs pop up my recommended called Cartoons and Vodka and it went hard as fuck. So, great singer. They wanted a voice actor with range, so it makes sense to give her a job where the character has a range of voices that's not transphobic. It literally makes the most sense for a character like this to hire a trans person when the idea is that when the killer speaks...
Fuck church. How dare you? That's not the right attitude to have at all. But you're not at church? Hey. Who said to look at me? Don't look at me. Look at yourselves. Look at yourselves in one. All right. So listen. For the last time, I will say why we are here. We are here because white guy wants to complain about the right and also at the same time complain about lefties because apparently nobody supported the transgender who claimed that it was transphobic and wanted reparations for a voice acting job where she didn't get full details about the character she was voice acting. That is why we are here. Are we clear? That is the reason why we are here. There is no other reason. There is no other pop in circumstance. That is the reason why we are here. Okay? Are we aware? Are we all caught up now? Any house could be God's house. That's true. And we did just sit here and all agree that, you know, we could all be followers of God, but these churches are not for the people. These churches do a bad job of promoting the word of the Lord. Some of them just, and that's not good. Didn't know we were watching Future Kristen Art. That's tough. That's fucking tough.
They're like a monster speaking through the vocal cords of different people, men and women. So it makes sense to be able to do like, here's the unknown's voice, but with a little bit of a feminine twinge. Here's the unknown's voice, but with a little bit of a masculine twinge. That ability is valuable in a voice actor or voice actress, and trans people are especially gifted with that ability, like almost by default. So yeah.
I don't think that's really significant to trans people. I think that's significant to the ability of you as a voice actor. But LOL, sure, go with that if you so choose. Just know that that's not how that works. If a talented voice actor could stretch their vocal lungs to fucking sound it out as a male or a woman, then that doesn't mean they're trans. That means, wait. Maybe I misheard him. To be fair, maybe I misheard.
Person, when the idea is that when the killer speaks, they're like a monster speaking through the vocal cords of different people, men and women. So it makes sense to be able to do like, here's the unknown's voice, but with a little bit of a feminine twinge. Here's the unknown's voice, but with a little bit of a masculine twinge. That ability is valuable in a voice actor or voice actress, and trans people are especially gifted with that ability. Like,
I might be tweaked the fuck out, but the voice actors for several cartoon boys from like various cartoons from the 90s and the 2000s, and I think the 2010s, were voiced by women. Are they trans or are they just talented voice actors? I would think they're talented voice actors because, you know, they've done the work in voice acting school and have done the work to actually fluctuate their voice to where they could sound like a boy. What the fuck am I hearing? You're high on ice cream? I was angry before the ice cream. This is just added substance.
like almost by default. So yeah, it just makes sense. She had a skill set. Quote, we want to say loudly and unequivocally that this malicious content and attitude is unacceptable and has no place in Dead by Daylight. This community should be a safe place where everyone can find a true sense of belonging, a spokesperson told Pink News at the time. That's right. The company came out in a strong support for her. Based Dead by Daylight dev team. They added, we will continue to express support to our voice actress, to all of our community members, as well as standing actively against hate in our game. Aside from her voice acting career, Alexandria was well known in the trans community for her videos on voice feminization training, which gained millions of views. Really? Apparently she was already quite famous and gained millions of views on voice fem training videos. Did anybody already know of her prior to this?
You didn't. Congratulations, you learned something.
So sad. Fans of her work mourned her death on social media and in her obituary, saying she will be remembered for her incredible voice and personality. Quote, Zoe was an amazing voice actress and voice coach. One person wrote, she helped me find several of my clients, helped me coach them, and she really knew how to reinforce them to be confident in what they say on and off set. Another wrote, I don't know Zoe personally, but I know she was strong, kind-hearted, capable, and immensely talented. She brought life to a character in a way that Dead by Daylight hasn't seen before and never will again. Man. It's a really sad story, because there's no happy ending to it. In fact, the ending gets even more sour, if I were to say, because like the right is currently reveling in this. The replies to the...
And fuck them. Cheering on the death of somebody because they probably said something stupid you don't agree with is dumb. Oh my God. It's almost like That's common fucking sense. But I don't live in that type of world. I live in a world where motherfuckers will parade around somebody for their own brownie points and will somehow not include the information that will fucking scrutinize the same person you're trying to stick up for. Because yes, you can be sad that the person is on the earth. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with mourning the loss of somebody unless it's like a criminal. Then you're just weird. It is completely different to sit here and pretend as if Zoe Alexandria doesn't play a role in it either. And to think she doesn't is being wildly fucking stupid on purpose for the sake of your own ego needing to be stroked. I am not putting this in normal speed. Piss off, wanker.
Official Dead by Daylight accounts post with the obituary for Zoe Alexandria was just all the replies were the most transphobic, horrific shit ever. Most of them were 41% memes. The post didn't include the fact that she had died of a disease. And so all the comments just assumed that she had committed suicide and were 41% posting. Like, another one of the 41%. So, not only are they evil for saying that if it was true, but they're also wrong, because that's not what happened.
Oh! So they're wrong anyway. So they're wrong because they did something you don't like. Guess what, buddy? You're wrong also. Your framework of this, dog shit. Your setup for it, dog shit. Your intentions to spread the news, dog shit. Your lack of understanding, dog shit. You're just like them. A waste of space trying to get interaction. The dumbest fucking way possible.
This is why I hate those scum. Be careful talking too mean about them. They're allowed to talk as mean about minorities or the left as they like, but if anyone on the left gets too angry or too upset at them, then you're triggered, mean, or you're being the real bigot. Keep that in mind. It's okay for them to be mean, but not the left.
I don't think you're a bigot. I think you're a fucking moron.
Anyway, I really can't... God, it feels so wrong to do the outro with such a grim topic, man. Well, I guess, like, if you...
Then cut the fucking video right there. What? Why did you leave that in?
Enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like. I mean, if you could enjoy a topic like this, I guess... I don't know. I saw this all happen, and this is more of a rant segment for me than it is like an informative segment. You are getting news, but I don't know. I want to get this off my chest, and I figured it might as well be a topic. It might as well be a segment. It just upsets me. It upsets me that we didn't see like a massive round of support from the trans community online for Zoe Alexandria, and instead, her last couple weeks on this earth, where she should have been getting tons of support, and should have been feeling the fame and the happiness of what she did.
And do you know what's fucking crazy? She did. Are you going to say with confidence that there was no fucking support for this person and them getting a gig on a big video game? Don't lie in such a drastic fucking degree. There were people who supported this. Of course there's going to be people who's against it. And of course there's going to be stupid people who make it about nothing. Stop speaking in absolutes. Please. I don't know what's with you people and that weird fucking concept you have of let me talk as loud as I can in the dumbest absolute possible because the way I view this world is the only way that should be viewed as the world. No! Wrong way to operate this. Wrong way to go about this. Stupid way to go about this. You are a fool. You are stupid. You are slow.
Achieved.
What else you got?
Instead, we're full of bullying and harassment. But I am glad to say that her final words were that she figured out that all that matters are the people that she loves, and love is all that matters. And the fact that overwhelmingly people on their deathbed say love is all that matters, and it takes being on their deathbed to figure that out, I think that's a valuable lesson. So if you take anything from this video, take her quote about what really matters in life from it. And I think that's a good way to respect her, I would say. In my opinion. Anyway, if you enjoyed...
You did a pissant job showing any form of respect to it. Actively brought this up. You didn't understand that there were actual months in between the moment in time where people were cheering her on and criticizing her and her actual death. You acted as if, oh, it was just 10 days to a week. Oh, 10 days to a week. She got to celebrate who this major account. Nope. Not at all. It wasn't 10 days to a week. Arguably a month and some change. If not 2 months. If really not 2 months. And guess what? It's sad that she's no longer on this earth. And anybody cheering it on because you hate trans people or you were mad because a trans person said they wanted reparations, guess what? You're weird. You're a loser too. You see how easy it is? You see what happens when you don't want to fucking bend your ass over to a bunch of strangers on the internet and you just use human logic and not this dipshit ass online logic that somebody came up with and somehow deemed the metric of success or importance on the internet? Because this is embarrassing. It's embarrassing how he structured this. It's embarrassing how he continued this. It's embarrassing how the chat did not bother to correct him at all. And it does a disservice to somebody who's no longer on the fucking earth. She set herself up getting on social media claiming it was transphobic and claiming she wanted reparations. She corrected the record by saying, don't be harassing the developers. It was a communication issue, nothing more, nothing less. And that was the end of it. Yes, dipshits looked at it and said, oh my God, it's transphobic. Yes, dipshits sat there and said, oh my God, what an accurate representation of the trans community. It was stupid all around. And the stupid people played a part. Guess what? She played a part too. And it's still unfortunate that she's no longer on this earth. May she rest in absolute peace. To the motherfuckers laughing at her demise. They'll be the same motherfuckers who are gonna cry and bitch and moan when Trump dies and all these fucking lefties make fun of that. When the day comes, Trump is no longer on this earth. Just expect it. I'm not wishing for it. I don't care about Trump. But when the day comes, Buddy is no longer on this earth, expect memes galore. And you won't do nothing to stop it. Is this about the Dead by Daylight? Yes. The voice actor is dead, and this motherfucker decided, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just parade it around. I'm gonna parade a dead body around so that I could talk about transgenders and their lack of support from lefties and how much right-wingers suck. Yay. Hooray. Zoo, what the kids say? Zooey mama. That's what we wanted. That's indeed the indicativeness of society and what we truly hope as beacons of morality. Yay! Wait, the voice actor died? Yes, the voice actor is no longer on this earth. Died from health issues. Parade a dead body around sounds like a Hollywood tactic. Unfortunately, it's a tactic used by basic individuals who walk this earth and for some reason are proud to do it. And don't bother just thinking to themselves, nah, maybe I shouldn't do this because be wildly fucking inconsiderate if I did. No. When Trump and Biden, oh, of course, when they both die. Diary of a Wimpy Kid reference. Well, I am old. And because I'm old, I must always cling to my memes and cling to my own moralities. Didn't that happen to Batman in the recent, I don't know. I don't fucking watch Batman. Batman sucks. Batman is the worst fucking superhero of all. Batman is the worst supervillain of all. I don't know why you're telling me about Keffels. This is not a Keffels topic stream. This isn't a Keffels topic stream. Hello? About a whole nother transgender. But, ladies and gentlemen, now do you understand? Like when I'm vehemently pissed off by this collection of people, it isn't for sport. It isn't just for show. There's actual reason for me to be legitimately pissed off. You know? It isn't here for that. That's Black Widow. I don't even know what y'all talking about at this point. But here's what I know and what I don't know. People like Xander Hall are the scum of the online earth. They will sit here and they will think piece their way into oblivion as if somebody asked for that think piece. They will get it wrong and they will be proud to get it wrong. And they won't bother to fucking correct the record at all. Because it's better to just sound like a cool guy than it is to ever be right. And that's the shit that pisses me off the most. Ladies and gentlemen, go enjoy your Sunday. Go enjoy your Monday. I got videos to record. I'll be streaming on Twitch tomorrow. Maybe a little bit of that Warzone, maybe I'll play Dead by Daylight. Fuck it, I ain't played that in years. Might as well kick it up to a high type of gear. I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.